by Kevin Hasty, the senior defensive tackle. Hasty playing with a painful hip pointer tonight. The punter for the Warriors is a quick one, Gerald Griffin. He dropped a snap against Warren County and went 84 yards for a touchdown earlier this season.
Yeah, and he's got a couple of players up. He's got a cousin or what in them pros. He punts it and he kicks it to Mo, and Mo takes it on the 20. Mo trying to get outside. Got a great block by Ryan Alls. Man, did Alls hit somebody on the 18. Mo didn't get a lot, but Ryan Alls sure got a piece of somebody. On the 20, got it to the 21. Ryan Alls was cracking back blocking. Lebanon on the 21, 1st and 10.
Terry, what about that kick?
From the Riverdale 45, Thompson took it at the 20. That's a 35-yard punt. Returned it to the 21. 1-yard return on the punt. Lebanon takes over on their own 21.
Lebanon comes out and the referees blow the whistle, and we've got an injury. McGowan's taking his helmet off, and now he's putting it on. He's ready. Equipment adjustment, I guess. Lebanon and Riverdale, it's always a hard-fought battle. 9:08 in the first quarter. Slot left. Motion. We've seen that. We haven't seen this formation this year. Take it. We run it up the middle. We got a little daylight, and then there's Riverdale knocking us down for maybe a yard and a half. They are very, very tough to run on. Galton found that out.
Bruce, they shut down the Green Wave running attack. They pretty much sold out against the run. They put 8 people up on the line of scrimmage against Gallatin, played man-to-man on the receivers, and just dared the Green Wave to throw. That was in a 6-0 win over on the turf at MTSU.
We're going to give him 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. He's on the 23. That was Moss. Our fullback is Cantrell. Our tailback now is Sellers. Slot back goes in motion. We got a flex in and a split in. Take the ball and he runs to Sellers, and he cut it in and he cut it out, and he got daylight, and he got a first down. 40, 45, 50, 45, all the way to Riverdale. 42-yard line goes Jade Sellers. He carried that football. He got a great block, and then he twisted and he turned and he got down to the 41 of Riverdale. 1st and 10 Blue Devils.
Terry, what about that run from scrimmage?
From the Lebanon 23, Jade Sellers all the way down to Riverdale's 41-yard line. 36 yards, Sellers' longest run of the season.
All the way to the 41. Lebanon comes out in an eye. They have been sending their slot in motion. We hadn't seen a lot of slot out of them. There comes Reeder towards us. Flex, take it, run our fullback. And a good yardage. Rose past the 40. Got to the 35, maybe barely squeaked inside. They'll put it on a 35, and Rose got 6. That's a good first down yardage gain. 2nd and 4.
Steve Rose averaging 4.8 yards per carry this season. Steve leads our football team. 13 rushing touchdowns, 1 via the air on a reception from Greg Triplett. 84 points on the season by Steve Rose.
Slot right, flex, tight end, motion Reeder. Triplett's the quarterback. Takes the ball and gives it up the middle. Sellers got it. 5. He got 6. He spun outside. 25, 20. Sellers blowed over somebody on the 15 and went to the 14. Jay Sellers, and the crowd is up, and the fans are up, and the players are up, and Sellers has carried it to the 14. All excitement. You got to get fired up for this one.
Bruce, Chavez Job just leveled a Riverdale defender as Jade cut back. You folks can see it on the film when you run this one back. Chavez with a tremendous block. Terry, what about that run?
21 more yards for Jade. 2 rushes, 57 yards in this drive for Jade Sellers.
Riverdale in a 53, and they send that man in motion. Riverdale hadn't seen this before. Take the ball, run up the middle, Cantrell, pounds and pounds and pounds for 5. He crossed the 10 and got to the 7, and maybe he got inside the 8. I know he got 5. Tony Cantrell. And the crowd stands, the cheering section stands. It's almost like being in the Gator Bowl, isn't it, Tommy?
John, what is the sound like down on? Get us after this play. Tell us what that noise is like after this play.
Here we go. We come up to the line. We're 2nd down. He got 7. 2nd down. We're on a 7.5. And then we take it and we run a sweep, and Moss cut it in and got hit and got knocked down. He's short of a first down. We go down to the field. John, what do you got?
I guess Charlie.
Well, the crowd's going wild, of course. And, of course, these helicopters flying over, too, doesn't help the situation as far as the noise level goes. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's 9.5.
Well, he got back to the line, and I'm not sure he didn't lose a half a yard. It's third down. We've got to go to the 4, I think, maybe 3.5. We're on the 7.5. We need about 4. Third down and 4. Lebanon comes up to the line. 5:27 in the first quarter. Lebanon and Riverdale. Riverdale's undefeated. Lebanon's lost 1 to Gallatin. Triplett takes it, runs right up the middle. Rose pounded across the 5. He got close. Where they're spotting it, John Bryant, what do you got? First down?
Bruce, it's going to be close. They gave him a good spot. It looks like 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Yes. W.T. Melton, give him first down on a 3. Lebanon is pounding at Riverdale. They're on a 3. Riverdale's undefeated. Riverdale's in a 53. Lebanon comes out. They huddle, and now they break to the huddle. Lebanon has went to a slot tonight and send that slot in motion. We have not seen that this year. I set. That motion comes to the right towards us. Triplett's a quarterback. Gives it to Rose, and he pounded up in there, and he scored, and the crowd is roaring up and scoring. Steve Rose has scored his 15th touchdown. Lebanon just drove that football right down Riverdale's throat. It's 6-0, and I know you're listening on TV on Saturday morning. You don't know the score, and we don't either. Just hang with us.
Atwood will snap it to Reeder. Triplett to attempt the PAT.
Reeder snapped down. Triplett kicked it. He hooked it. He missed it. Left. 6-0. Lebanon. 4:35 in the first. We'll be back.